All right, so here's a quick prediction video for UFC Fight Pass Invitational 3 is going down on December 15th, which is a Thursday, which is weird. There's an absolute tournament, winner take all, $25,000 to the winner. It's an 8-man bracket. Also, the main event after the tournament will be Gordon Ryan versus Vinny Magalhaes. Vinny Magalhaes, the last guy to beat Gordon Ryan in 2018, I think. So Gordon looking to get that one back. And the co-main event is Bia Mesquita versus Miesha Tate, UFC legend. So I'll predict those, and I'll also go through the 8-man bracket and give my predictions match by match and who I think makes it to the finals and who's going to win the finals. I'll start with the main event, Gordon Ryan versus Vinny Magalhaes. Obviously, I think most people would think or assume Gordon Ryan's going to win. Likely a submission win. Not many people, I don't think, believe there's anyone even close to Gordon right now as far as skill level goes. So I'm not sure the length of the match. I'm sure it's not no time limit on the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. But I'm looking to see Gordon probably with a submission. I'll just say rear naked choke. And then Bia Mesquita versus Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate, UFC legend, good wrestler too, but Bia Mesquita is one of the best grapplers in the world. I don't think she'll be able to out-grapple. I don't think Miesha Tate will be able to out-grapple Bia Mesquita, so probably Bia Mesquita by submission, not sure. I won't give a submission prediction, but probably Bia by submission. And then for the 8-man bracket, I'll go over each match. So on one side of the bracket, we got Rita versus Patrick Gaudio. And on the same side of the bracket is Pat Shigoli versus Mason Fowler. I hope I'm saying Pat's name right. So Rita versus Patrick Gaudio. I think Rita is going to win. He's pretty impressive. Patrick Gaudio is impressive too, but I think Rita is going to win, probably with decision. Although I do think he lost recently to Luke Griffith by heel hook, but I don't. Patrick Gaudio lost in 2019 ADCC to Lachlan Giles by leg lock. So don't think he's going to be. If leg locks are Rita's weak point, I don't think Patrick Gaudio will be able to expose him. So I do think Rita comes away with the win. And on that same side of the bracket is Pat Shigoli, I believe is how you say it. Long-haired 10th Planet kid that we all saw rip that heel hook. Was a little controversial as far as people thinking maybe that was not right. I mean, obviously it was legal, but some people were unhappy with it. Some people loved it. I loved it. I thought it was great. The 16-year-old long-haired 10th Planet kid is facing Mason Fowler. I do like this kid. He's up and coming, but I don't think he's going to be able to hang with Mason Fowler. Mason Fowler's just too savvy everywhere. I think Fowler wins. So then that puts Fowler and Rita in the semifinals, and I think Fowler beats him. I'm pretty high on Mason Fowler. I think ADCC, he was a little let down. He lost a point. He got a negative from kicking someone's leg. He did it playfully, but or at least I believe it was playfully. He certainly believes so. And it got him a negative point, caused him to fight differently at ADCC and kind of expose himself a little bit. But I think Mason Fowler is one of the best guys in the world. I think it's him and Rita in the semis, and I think Fowler beats him. And then on the other side of the bracket, you got Nicky Rod versus Andy Varela. And you got Oliver Taza versus the boogeyman, Richie Martinez. Nicky Rod faced Andy Varela in the absolute bracket at ADCC 2022. I think Nicky Rod won then. I think Nicky Rod's going to win again. He's just too big. Andy Varela is a stud, and I'm a big fan of his, but Nicky's just too big and too good. The size is a huge difference there. So I think Nicky Rod gets through Andy Varela again. And Oliver Taza versus the boogeyman. I gotta go with Taza, just the younger dude. The boogeyman's legend, but I think Taza wins. That puts Nicky Rod and Oliver Taza in the semis. And I think Nicky Rod will beat Oliver Taza. Again, he's bigger. Nicky Rod's got a lot going for him, obviously. So that puts the finals. Nicky Rod versus Mason Fowler should be a good match, but I think Nicky Rod is just, he's way up there as far as one of the best guys in the world. So I think Nicky Rod versus Mason Fowler for the finals. I think Nicky Rod gets a win, takes home the $25,000.